I have never understood the attraction to camping. Never got it. My idea of roughing it, be very honest with you, is no continental breakfast in the motel. All right, that's my idea of roughing it. I don't understand it. I don't get it, though many of you in this room are avid campers. Audrey and I have really good friends in Michigan who, for their honeymoon, went camping. That's a world I can't even imagine living in. You would think, right? And when he told me that, I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? So I went to her, and she's like, oh yeah, like, you agreed to this? And she was excited about it. I'm like, what? I didn't know them then. It probably would have changed our relationship. But they went camping on their honeymoon. It blows my mind how somebody wants to work hard all year so they can go live outside for a week. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can understand some of the excitement, strap a pack on your back and go a hike in God's creation. Sure, I can get that. Okay, that's pretty cool. But when you pack up like the Beverly Hillbillies to go somewhere to try to imitate cheaply your bedroom and your kitchen, what's the point? I don't understand it. Vacation should never be like normal life, only harder. It shouldn't. And when you go camping, and I've had the experience here, I went camping with some of you. And what basically happens is the adults sit down and the kids run. We say, bye-bye, don't drown, and they go crazy, and they're just dirty from head to toe all day long. They love it. They're playing with bugs. They're pulling off praying mantises, and they're pulling out like beetles and these freaky little things you've never seen before, and the occasional snake and frogs, and they're loving it. They're hopping in puddles. They're going into lakes that turn lab mice green, and we're okay with it right now. Just go and have fun while we sit here and do our little thing. It's like the Lord of the Flies. And I don't know if you know that book. That didn't end so well, okay? But it kind of has this little Lord of the Flies feel to it as everyone's running around. And to me, to get rid of your kids for a few minutes, to have some downtime with your friends, there's got to be a cleaner and less human way to do it. I always thought that's what Bible school was for. Apparently I was wrong. And I realized that there are a lot of die-hard campers, people who go out and buy the fifth wheel and buy the big camper. No names come to mind right now. It's just not my thing. I didn't grow up camping. My parents are not camping people at all. My family is not what you would call outdoorsy. We aren't against the outdoors. We often see it through windows. We would even walk through it going to stores. That's beautiful. And we have no problem with that, but we didn't own a tent. We didn't own anything. Nobody hunted. Nobody fished. My parents even bought one of the first George Foreman grills so we could grill inside. Okay? And this is true. You're like Tito's like, is he really like this? Yes, I am. This is me. In fact, 2 days ago, we had this discussion about why we don't have one. And Audrey had to turn to the kids and say, your dad would never let us get one. It's not worth fighting over. Because it's true. No. And I'll be honest, I'm ignorant of camping because it scares me. And I'm okay with that fact. I'm okay with not being an experienced camper. I'm okay with not doing it. I had a roommate in college at Northland who would get up at 4 in the morning. This guy's from Canada. This is going to explain everything. In the dead of winter, negative 40 degrees outside, snow up to here, and just go sit. That's the world I can't live in. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Another one of my friends in Michigan took me hunting not long before we moved here, and it was exactly what I thought. Nothing. Now, thankfully, the little hut, shall we call it, that we sat in the blind was heated. To me, that was cheating. Okay, I'll be honest with you. You're bad because this isn't legitimate hunting. We're heated. We're comfortable. These chairs have pads. I mean, it was amazing. And I'm like, you get a flat screen, and we're in business here. But it was exactly what I had always envisioned it to be. Just a lot of nothing. And honestly, I never think about it. I don't do it, and I'm okay with that. But did you realize it's possible to look at your personal holiness the way I look at camping? That's fine for other people. I kind of respect those who make their lives harder than it has to be. People who go after holiness. Yeah, that's good for them. And look at all the rules they follow. And that's wonderful. And don't criticize them because they're doing something that you would never do. That's tremendous for them, but it's just not our thing. You never really grew up with a concern for holiness. No one really talked about it. No one really read anything about it. No one said much about it. Your family didn't pray for holiness. Your church didn't really emphasize holiness. So you kind of grew up not knowing it. It just wasn't your passion. And what it becomes is the pursuit of holiness. Maybe you look at it and you think that's one more thing I would have to worry about in my already impossible life. So I'm glad that I just don't think about it. That it's somewhere over there for all those people, and I'm over here and saying, woohoo, I've got grace and I'm good, and I don't worry about it. I avoid the really big sins. And I know what, God absolutely would not want me to do. And I look at the Old Testament and I'm like, yeah, no way, man. Never do some of that stuff. Besides, if we're saved by grace, we're New Testament Christians, God doesn't require holiness of us, does he? Life seems fine without it, doesn't it? No. He does call us to holiness. Any gospel that says only what you must do and never announces what Christ has done is not the gospel.